the run.
Emporia plays a rather important part in Veterans Day. Of course, Veterans Day started originally as Armistice Day on November 11th, 1918, at the end of World War I. And fast forward to during World War II, there was a gentleman here in Emporia by the name of Alvin King, and he was a shoe repairman. And he was very close to his nephew, John Bull Cooper. And John Bull Cooper was a member of the Company B, 137th Infantry, 35th Division. He was off in Europe fighting, and he was killed in action during World War II. And this really affected Al. And he wanted to do something to recognize that loss, as well as the loss of other military men and women. And throughout the years, not just World War I, not just World War II, but all veterans. And so he really spearheaded the movement here in Emporia to change Armistice Day to Veterans Day. And so the activities that surrounded Armistice Day started to be called All Veterans Tribute or All Veterans Program. And then there was a U.S. Congressman by the name of Ed Reese. And he was from Emporia, and he, stayed in close contact to what was happening in Emporia, and he heard what was going on, and he came down to witness it himself. And he went back to Washington, D.C., and wrote the bill changing Armistice Day to Veterans Day. And then that was around in the 1950s. The bill passed both houses, and then President Eisenhower, who was also a Kansas boy, signed it into law. So that's our connection, as it really, started here in Emporia and Kansas.